My name is Gopalakrishnan, and I'm here with our man of the moment, Varun Hollabbi, who has actually come back home to Michigan after serving in Afghanistan, and this is an MIIndia.com exclusive for Memorial Day. So hello Varun, how are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Good. So first of all, thank you for everything that you and the entire US Army is doing to protect us, to make us realize our dreams. You're kind of, out there. So tell us a little bit about, about your, a little insight into your path as to how did you, why did you choose what you chose?
Sure. So I originally joined as a freshman at the University of Michigan. Is when I first started looking into the Army ROTC program, which is the Reserve Officer Training Corps. It's one of the ways that you can commission into the Army as an officer. I ended up joining in my sophomore year, and as a part of my contract, I had to enlist in the Michigan National Guard. So I enlisted. I went to basic training and advanced individual training. Came back to Ann Arbor and finished off my final 2 years of school, along with some more side-by-side military training alongside my academic studies. And then once I graduated, I ended up coming on to active duty as a commissioned officer.
So from your parents' side, right? I mean, was there a lot? I'm sure there's a lot of encouragement at the same time. They were kind of, yeah. So could you just share a little bit about that?
Sure. They were. So actually, why I didn't join my freshman year was because I was kind of seeing what they would say. So I was doing all my research, meeting all the right people, and then I even prepared a PowerPoint presentation. But then they were completely supportive. I didn't even have to use my presentation. They just kind of they said it's your choice, but we'll support you. And yeah, they've been supportive all.
That's great. Now, being on the ground in Afghanistan, I mean, I'm sure there are a couple of things you'd like to share with the community. I mean, is there any specific experience that you'd like to share with the community?
I'd say in general, just in accordance with Memorial Day, is probably just to remember that there's we still have soldiers in both Afghanistan and Iraq in harm's way. It's a lot smaller, and the war is a lot smaller than it was even a couple years ago. But we still have people in harm's way, and at times I think we'd get the hallowing feeling that maybe in the daily kind of monotony of living here, people would have forgotten us.
Right.
So I please ask you to keep everyone there.
Yes, and you are. You and the entire, everybody who's out there protecting our country and our nation. They're all in our prayers. And any specific message to all the kids in the community who are aspiring to be, to choose the US Army as a career path?
I'd say definitely go for it. If you want to do it, it's something you really have to want, because it's not easy. So do the research. There's plenty of recruiters and other people who have gone through it that you can talk to. And then if you decide that it's for you, then just put 100% in and go for it.
All right.
Definitely, it's definitely worth it.
That's great. That's great. So keeping you and all the others in our prayers, and blessed Memorial Day to the entire Michigan Indian community from MIIndia.com.
Everyone for coming. I really appreciate the support. I think it's apt that this happened. My timing worked out that this happens to be a Memorial Day weekend. So I appreciate everything, all the support from me. But please remember that we still have units in Iraq, in Afghanistan, and perhaps wasn't a terrible situation, but the worst thought we could have was kind of that we were forgotten. And, in the daily kind of monotony of things here, pop culture, it gets lost that we still have over 15,000 soldiers either in Afghanistan and Iraq. So please remember them, give them your thoughts, and then specifically for Memorial Day, remember those who kind of made the ultimate sacrifice, and in any way you can, kind of support them, whether with your thoughts, through foundations. I know one story for me was just 20 minutes north of where we were. There was a special operations soldier who died. He was 30 years old, and he leaves behind his name is Sergeant First Class Matthew McClintock. You may have heard, he was in the news because a death is kind of a rarity now. So kind of look into his story, and this, I can say this, any cash gifts you gave me today, I'll be donating it to that foundation. So please, yeah, he leaves behind a 1-year-old son and a widow. So specifically on Memorial Day, which is specifically to remember those who have passed away in service, I ask you guys to just, I appreciate what you've done for me, but just give that additional thought to everyone else who's still there.